Hey guys, welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended. It's been a while since the last time I played through this a little bit. And what I'm gonna plan on doing right now is try and tame myself a 145 Mutabarosaurus, which is way over there, with my newly tamed, or newly bred, wyvern. And then afterwards, I'm gonna take. Hopefully, I'll be able to take the Mutabarosaurus and the newly bred Ravager down there to the cave and actually start setting up a little vacation home base. Nothing too big or serious, just a little vacation base. And I do want to let you guys know real quick, if you guys see any weird cuts or odd cuts here and there, then it's because there's this weird microphone problem that I'm having, and you probably noticed it from the previous videos, and including those that I've forgot to take out. I'm pretty sure it's before I started the Monster Hunter World game playthrough, and there's this weird little I don't know what the right word for it is. It's kind of like a weird static pop thing, and I'm not entirely sure what that is, and I don't know why that happens. I think it just might be because my microphone does have a jack, like a plug jack thing for it, and my computer does have a little microphone jack insert for it. And I'm not sure if it's just because the jacks aren't really good for microphones, because I've looked into it and I talked with some people about it, and I think getting a microphone with a USB insert plug would probably work better for me, hopefully. If not, then I'm gonna be really upset, because I don't want to suddenly have to try and edit out every single little random audio spike thing. And hold on, let me. There we go. And I'm also planning on, and as you, there is gonna be a bit of a slowdown with the game, with at least with Ascended, because I am gonna be doing some other games as well. Just play some other Monster Hunter Wilds, Minecraft, and Power World, and all that other stuff. But I do hope it will be alright for you guys for the most part. And also, I'm also not sure if you guys noticed that my avatar is kind of being a little bit wonky today, because I don't know what's going on with the PNG Tuber Plus thing, because it's very weird to me. It's been really weird to me. I have no idea. Oh wow. But yeah, it's been very weird for me. A lot of things have been not going my way lately. And I don't want to just like stop recording and then wait until I get things situated, because I'm not sure if it is going to get situated. I'm going to have to like try and just adapt with it instead. Oh, I got some buffs from that. Alright, let's put you in the cryopod before you can. And of course, one of them literally tried to get the drop on me. Idiot. If I really don't like these turning radius things. Okay. Yeah, fast learner. Let's take this back. And I think should be, unless there's another one. Another high-level Muttabarosaurus. I doubt it, because they seem to be, well, majority of them are pretty rare, as from what I know, and it's a 1.0 times size of it, which I'm not entirely sure what the size means, or if it's just like little like variety flair for the creatures. I wouldn't mind if it was like just a variety size just for the sake of variety, because I feel like it does kind of like make it a little bit more unique in a sense. And it's kind of like a harmless little thing. Like, it's not the end of the world if you don't have like a huge Muttabarosaurus or a very tiny Muttabarosaurus. But let's take this back, and then we'll head down to the place real quick, and then set up base and see what else we can do down there, because I believe that I need to... Oh yeah, I also forgot that this Muttabarosaurus is also kind of like a UT from what you saw, the little like buffs that the at least from what I know, from what I remember, it does have like a little like UT style buff. But yeah, I have a pretty sick looking Giganotosaurus right now, which I named him Cotton, as I feel like it's kind of fitting with the color scheme of it, like pink and like the cyan blue. Let's bring it down. And then let's not get stuck. And then let's take you... Of course it's getting trapped all over the place because its AI is just bugged. There we go. Alright. Let's bring it back out. There we go. And yeah, I'm still growing the Megatherium army, and I've yet to get the saddles for them, and just still working on some stuff. And again, since from what I know right now, the dragon boss fight is still in progress right now, so I will have to like wait until it's actually, from what they said, it'll be like ready to be played on. So I don't want to like just go in there and then suddenly like all my creatures die and then I die and I get sad because of it. So I'm gonna just sit and wait for that while I try and start to explore the lower depths and just see where I can like set up a little base real quick. And actually, do I have a saddle for the Mutaborosaurus? I feel like I do. Let me go check. Oh yeah, I do. I have a lot. Which one is a good option? Maybe that one. And let's see about this one. Yeah, okay. Oh crap. Oh no. I thought I put you on... I thought I disabled that. Alright. Well, I mean, what do you have? Nothing. You have nothing. Die. Oh, jeez. Alright. Okay. Let's get rid of the corpses, and we'll head down to the caverns. Alright. So yeah, I've noticed that the thing's still going nuts. The microphone sensitive thing is like going nuts. I don't know why it's like really going nuts when it seems fine whenever I do test it out to report it. It just doesn't really like the idea of me trying to, I don't know, again, it's just really, it's kind of frustrating to like deal with that sort of thing. What? Why can't I attack? I can't attack underwater? Is that what you're telling me? That's stupid. Oh wow. But what I do want to talk about is something that has recently happened with Ark, in a sense. And it's a very not good thing. And that is the whole, like, Aquatica, whatever it's called, which is made by Snail Games. And I do want to preference, or say it again, can these dire wolves just go? Oh my god, I hate them! They're so annoying. They hit so hard, they howl a lot, they're so annoying. They're all over the place. What was that? Oh, I got some swiftness. Okay, but I think one of the... But as I was saying, that the game for Aquatica is, well, first thing is that it's supposedly in the evolved version, not the ascended version. So that's kind of a weird thing, considering that Ark, since Wildcard is like focused on ascended, and obviously Wildcard has nothing to do with the Aquatica map thing, DLC expansion. So let me say it again. Like, Wildcard has nothing to do with it whatsoever, at least from what I know of. This is purely made from Snail Games. So yeah, anything that is for Aquatica is made by Snail Games. And so the first problem that I had with it was that it was going to be released in evolved version, which I found it kind of weird, considering that Snail Games and Wildcard kind of just moved on from evolved into ascended. And then problem that was worse was the trailer, and that's not the one that I'm about to talk about. That's for the next one. That's even worse. But the other one was a gameplay trailer, which was it was very it was very, very something. It was like, it wasn't impressive. It wasn't anything that I would say like it was good, I would say. And it was pretty much was just like them just looking around in a very low graphical quality thing, which also makes it really like depressingly funny because of how their game is so like demanding in like computer power that even to the marketers, the marketing team's like computer process power couldn't handle the sheer like the sheer demand of Evolve, that they had to like downgrade it, like they had to like lower the graphics to make it run smoother. And then yeah, it wasn't a lot, like it didn't really tell me a lot. A lot of it, from what I've heard and from what I've seen, obviously was like just a lot of like asset um, changes. Like a lot of the stuff that I saw were from Extinction, and which again I don't really mind that in a sense. And I think it's perfectly fine, but there was nothing that was like really going on in the gameplay version. Like it was a lot of like just establishing shots, and I really do. I actually kind of want to see like a side by side comparison between like like Snail Games like gameplay trailer versus Wildcard's gameplay trailer, and just see how different it is from each other. But yeah, the gameplay trailer wasn't like very good. I would say it's very cheap, like like the very low graphic like quality of it really hurt it hurt the map. And but however, the gameplay trailer was nothing compared to the to the other trailer. I wouldn't call it a cinematic trailer. I would straight up just call it a slop because it it was it oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Cuz and believe me when I say it, I trust me. Trust me when I say it. The other trailer, which was supposed to be, emphasis on supposed to be, and I don't want to say it, but I have to clarify it because I don't want people to get confused with the gameplay trailer with this trailer that I'm about to talk about. And that is the trailer of where it kind of like it kind of like tells the like general story of it. However, the main problem is it's all like AI generated. I mean, except for like the very beginning of it. Very beginning of it was not like AI generated, but everything else was was AI generated. Uh, like you can tell what like like it was really bad. It was really real. It was so bad, so awful. I mean, I don't want to say it. I don't want to. I don't want to like hype it up or something like that. But it is like horrible. It was like horrible. I would say it's. I don't know. I'm not saying the right word for it, but it was just lazy. Like, I mean, I'm not surprised the fact that Snail Games would stoop this low, but I mean, it's so appalling. Like, I would say that you guys need to see it for yourself, but I think for the sake of your sanity, I don't think you should. Like, avoid watching it and giving them, like, revenue and stuff. So I think that's basically what they want in the end, is just, like, a reaction from people. And I've already said my 2 cents on the comment section. Like, it was basically just, it was appalling, and it was really not that surprising in a sense, because they banning people for playing PvP, which, if you guys don't know, Snail Games had an issue of where they would ban people. It was a long time ago, where Snail Games, once upon a time, Snail Games had a server up, and they were being raided, and it was a PvP server. So keep in mind that it was a PvP server. It wasn't like a PvE server. It wasn't like a no raid server. It was just like an official vanilla, like, PvP server. So anything goes. In the PvP server, there are no rules. And so you had these people raiding Snail Games base, because obviously it's a PvP game. You're gonna get raided. But what Snail Games decided to do was to ban those people that were raiding them, in a PvP server. Yeah, I mean, I've lost respect for them. It's not, like, surprising to me that they would stoop this low with AI generated stuff, but I'm not surprised. It's just really, really disappointing and appalling to see that sort of thing. I kind of feel bad for Wildcard in a sense, because they have to deal with them all the time. It makes me wonder if, like, how much, like, if there was times where they would have to, like stop Wildcard from, like, or not stop, they just have to, like, stop Snail Games from doing something stupid, like this trailer, like the AI generated trailer for it. Because that is the definition of just why. There was nothing, like, if anything, that was to convince people you shouldn't be trusted. Like, you understand, Snail Games? Like, you literally are convincing people like me to not buy your game and play it, because it is going to be bad. It is going to be awful. And no it's so stupid. It's so unnecessary for that. And if it, for those that are like, oh, it's like, if there's anyone that is like, oh, it's not that bad. I don't know why people are, like, so uptight about AI generated stuff, And if you're one of those people that are like chill about that, then let me ask you this: like, what was the point of the trailer? Like, what did the trailer, like, tell us about it? Like, the gameplay didn't really tell us anything about it either. Like, there was nothing with the trailer. It left me with more questions than answers. And I think that's also like a problem with like AI as well, is that it doesn't know what it wants or what it's supposed to convey, in a sense, and instead just tries to like imitate of what people want, in a sense. I feel like, again, I don't. It's so stupid. It is so stupid for Snail Games to do that. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm just upset that they would actually do it. Like, if I was like working with Snail Games and I saw this trailer, like I would just straight up call them and tell them like, "Hey, I'm done working with you. Like, don't call me back. I am done. Do not call me again. If you do, then I'll file a complaint." uh, okay. Need 4. No, 5. 5 of these. It's, yeah, the AI generated trailer is probably the worst thing I have ever seen in my entire freaking life. Like, that is the worst thing I've ever seen. As Mugshot would say in the slide, VVS Raccoonus, I feel transgressed and violated after watching that. Like, I thought people were just memeing about like when I first heard about like the AI generated like thing, and it was pretty quick as well. At first I was like okay, I mean, it doesn't, like, I looked at the gameplay trailer first, and obviously I was like, okay, I mean, it's not great, but I don't see where the AI generated stuff is coming from. And then people were saying like, oh, it's like also kind of like theoretically the game, like the little like arc symbol is also AI generated as well. And I'm like, oh really? Let me take a closer look. And then I noticed that people were, and then I looked around. As I was looking around, I noticed the trailer from Snail Games, which had the AI thing, and I realize now that's what they were complaining about. That's what they were really pissed off about, is that trailer. And I was like, oh, I see. Oh, it's snapping? But I, I was like, oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Snail Games. How can you do this? How can you look at this and say this is perfectly fine? Like, I wanna talk to Snail Games myself and like see their reasoning on why they thought it was a good idea. Why do they think, like, this isn't like something that like a cheap like third world, like, I don't know, like just some random nobody company being like, oh, let's make a crappy AI generated like video or trailer or something. Oh shit. But excuse me, I gotta readjust myself because it's really cramping my butt. Alright. Okay, this is not a bad looking house. Of course, we're gonna need to grab some. We're gonna need to tame a creature or two, just to kind of like make it a more homely feeling. So let's go around and find a creature. But okay, again, it's just astonishing of how vastly different Snail Games like marketing is versus wild cards. And again, I feel like that somebody needs to put up like a difference, side by side difference between arc with Snail Games like trailers versus wild cards trailers, and just see of like both of them are like in evolved. So there's no like, oh, Senda is like better looking, so it's not fair. Like there's definitely like trailers made by that, and pretty sure that people can definitely get that settled real quick. But honestly, for the final saying of it, I would just say don't buy it. And sadly, because of that, it completely killed all of my interest with going back to Evolved. Like, all of my interest. So any of the slightest chance of like going back there just to see the Aquatica is completely gone because of that because of that AI generated trailer. It is immensely astounding that they would actually have the audacity to do that. And expect people to be like, ah, yeah, no, it's alright, you know? Like that, I feel like that's what Wildcard was expecting players to like react. Of like, oh, you know, it, like, it doesn't, it's AI generated, but you know, it's good. I don't know why they would do that in general. Like, they would have to understood that people are not a fan of it. Are not a fan of AI generated content. And it's not like a very unknown thing or a very minority of it. Or even like a vocal minority. Like, I'm pretty sure that majority of people hate it. And for very good reasons as well. Like, very, very good reason. And it's most definitely because that they just apparently don't have enough money, quote unquote, don't have enough money because they apparently have spent it all. I'm assuming. Don't put words in my don't make me I don't want to get in trouble, but I mean, there's just something suspicious of how they're just like demanding a lot of money, and yet they don't have enough to. But even then, that's like I'm not entirely sure of like the current like AI generated stuff and how all that works. But from what I remember in like a couple of years ago when it was in its infancy and I checked it out for like curiosity with like art and stuff. And again, I don't want to people to assume that because I used it like a couple of years ago during its infancy, I haven't used it in like an actual like commercial or public use. It was purely for like private stuff, and I think that's fine. That is a fine, okay thing to do as long as you're not using it to like make it. As long as you're not taking or replacing people purely for that, then I feel like that's fine. It could be just be like a good like starting point of what you want, and then have people like take that and then like sort of like put it in their own work and spin on it instead of just using that as a like thing for it. Kind of like it's kind of hard to say it, but it kind of like I said with like just don't have it to where um, like with sketch artists and concept artists, like AI art shouldn't like replace them. It should actually help them a lot with understanding of what it should be like. So like if you want to like make a gothic castle, then you could probably have like a AI generated like thing to like sort of like help get that inspiration, I would say. Again, it's very tricky, especially with its infancy and stuff, and it's still like quickly growing and stuff, and it's very easy for like people to just exploit that and use that as like a cheaper way to like get stuff while also just completely diminishing other people's efforts with it, and that's not okay. That's like with the trailer in Aquatica is not okay. It should be something that should help people, not diminish their own work and replace them outright. I feel like that's something that I need to say. But it just it's really it's astonishing and appalling at the same time. And also, it's also really funny as well, considering I'm thinking about it now of how it's like what is like it doesn't like from what I remember, it didn't really tell me anything about like the game. Like it just had like a random like AI generated voice over where it's like you're gonna go and explore a new world with new characters and stuff, and it's like a bunch of like random clips of like the random AI like mishmash of like different styles of like the like 19 what is it like 1980s movies. Sometimes like you can tell, and there is no like there's nothing that really intrigued me or was like it's like, oh, it's Helena, or oh, it's Min. Wait, what's her name again? I forget. I forgot. Oh no, the Snail Games has rotten my brain. No, damn you, Snail Games. Oh no, what am I doing? My sinking, damn you. Thanks, Snail Games. You're ruining my life. But in all seriousness, like, there's no. Like, from what I recall, there is no. Like, there's no intrigue with the story. It just felt so bare bones and random at times. And again, it's just like, oh, you're gonna go into the ocean and meet new characters and stuff. Even though that we really don't meet any characters, at least from what I know of, aside from Helena and Rockwell. Like, those are the only two characters, and HLNA, HNLA. If you want to go more specific on that, I mean, again, there's no. I don't recall any characters really. There's no characters that I really recall other than just the three one those three, and I might be wrong, but that's the only. And we don't know who these new characters are. I don't know, unless they're like from the animated series. I really need to like watch that. Although I'm kind of worried right now because I've heard people not really like it because it it kind of does not go with this actual gameplay story, which was my biggest concern, and I'm kind of worried of how badly they go about it. Oh, excuse me. Mm. Sorry. Yawn. But but again, I'm kind of worried about it because it's going to be very, especially of how, from what I've heard, how they treated like Rockwell as well, of how they just made him like a cartoon villain, from what I've heard. I'm kind of worried about that because it's been a long while since I've like looked through the Explorer notes myself, and I did like my own little like reading of like all of the Explorer notes beforehand, before the game decided to crash and delete all of my progress for Explorer notes involved. So, but from what I remember, like Rockwell wasn't. Again, I probably should just save it until like I actually watched the TV series and talk about it later. But from what I'm assuming, from what people are saying, us theoretically are saying, that Rockwell is kind of like just already an asshole, like a jerk and a scheming villain. And from what I remember, like he was kind of like a weird guy in a sense, like doing human experiments and stuff. But it wasn't like a like evil scientist sort of thing. It was more just like trying to understand it. Like he's sort of like an alchemist in a sense, from what I remember. And that's kind of like the reason why Rockwell and Helena like worked really well with each other, is because of their like similar interests of like science and stuff. And in a sense that Rockwell kind of like respected Helena because of her intellect. And I'm going to be kind of disappointed and upset if that is not the case, of where Rockwell just kind of like is like, oh, I hate you, Helena. Oh, you're stupid. I'm gonna be evil. You know. Can't. Oh. No, I can't really break anything or collect anything. Oh, okay. But I guess I'll have to go back up real quick. And actually, I wanted to actually tame those these things, and I need to kill some obelisk squids, which I'm not sure where they are, but oh, strange, I can't jump. I mean, it's a pretty big creature, but I mean, with the other hadrosaur, like Iguanodon, I don't know. I'm kind of loopy after like ranting about that the AI generated thing, and now kind of like just rambling on about like my theory and sort of like just jumping the gun on like what I think about it. But oh, I can break the trees while running. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Now with the not jumping thing. But to continue with my thing, my little rambling, I personally, oh, what was that? Is that, it looks like yellow drop. Oh, let's hop down. Yeah, it looks like a yellow drop item. And a Civitarium. And a couple of Eocartras. Although none of them are like high level. Alright. Also, my stamina is really high. Wow. Like 30, like 3K? Alright, there seems to be a whole bunch of them down here. Right. Of course, I got myself some squid things. Ah! Inked. Alright, but that should, I think, unless if there's a calamari. I think, well, it shouldn't be this high. I'm not sure if there was like a way, if there was a requirement to craft them in order to tame those crypto whatever it is, or you can just give them the calamari and it'll be fine. I think it's the latter. Here's one. It's a level 10 stego. Poor little baby stegos. Trapped. Stuck. Oh, they also have like variant sizes as well. I haven't noticed that yet until now. Ah, been inked again. Okay, so you need... Oh, it's like a better version of prime fish meat, I think. So it's kind of like a mutton variant, or of like a variant of a, you know what I mean, a fish version of mutton. Okay, let me kill one more, and then we should be good for a moment. And I should probably double check one more to see if there's any high level crypto, whatever it's called. I don't see any. Oh, there's 110 with a mutable weight though. Might as well head over there. Let's see here. There's a bunch of more over there, just in case if I, for some reason, run out. But just to just to let everyone know again that I'll probably start slowing down with like with art and stuff, because it is kind of like getting a bit more and more grindy. It's not with the map's fault, it's just with the game's fault in general. Just very, it gets really not even like grindy, I would say. It's just like you just have to like sit there and wait until you get the right results for like creature breeding and stuff, or just waiting till you get the right creature with the high level, because there's been a lot of times where I've resetted the map multiple times only to have none of those creatures that I wanted. And I don't want to like just spawn one in and stuff, you know, because I mean, even though I do cheat a lot, I don't feel like that would be like authentic, I would say, in my playthrough. So I'm gonna probably just start focusing more on like Minecraft, Monster Hunter Wilds, what else? Dark Souls, hopefully. I mean, there isn't a lot of people watching that, so I'm not sure if I should even continue that or just play through it till wait, I think, oh no, I can't. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I could ride it without a saddle. I'll definitely be uploading like videos like these from time to time, especially if I do get like bored of playing like the other games over and over again. It'll just be a nice way of just changing up the monotony of it, I would say. And actually, let me check and see what the crypto log, what is it called? Okay, so it's not that bad. It's not great from where I am right now. I'll have to go back up to the surface. But I mean, again, it's kind of a tricky thing right now, just trying to figure out what to do. With like video editing, video making stuff, because I don't want to make videos where nobody's gonna watch them, but at the same time I don't want to just drop it and abandon it. But like with Dark Souls, it's kind of like I kind of feel a little less active on that because there aren't a lot of people watching it, obviously. But I also kind of feel bad for like just putting it aside for like other games. And even with like Monster Hunter Wilds, I do notice that it's not like getting a lot of views compared to like Ark and even Minecraft at times. Makes me wonder if I should even like do like a long play of just Morrowind, since I've got the open Morrowind. Oh shit! Where is that? Fucking Dreadnoughtus. Where is that? Oh, please don't be near my base. No. Where? You fucker. Please die. Oh no. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Piss off. Shit. Oh, that's not good. Oh. I gotta clear that away. No. Why is it there? Why did it have to spawn there? I guess I can probably try and breathe it. I mean, from what I remember, it's pretty slow. Oh my god, there's another Dreadnought. Why is there multiple Dreadnoughts? Is Dreadnought I? Yeah, it's already out. too big, it's too much health. It can probably work. It'll definitely have to be heavily cut or shorten it. But I mean, it's either I try and lead the way, or I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this, especially after what happened with all the other stuff. It's not bad as in like gameplay wise for my episode, but just everything else happening, giving this moment to just have control to defeat this Alpha Dreadnoughtus. Ouch. Why? Oh my god. This game sucks. Why would they... Alright, yeah. Does it do headshots? Kinda. Barely. Barely does any headshots. Alright. That one. I think should be alright. Actually, can I get a headshot? less should be down right about now. Look at that. Let me get. Of course, it's going to get after my. Dreadnoughts are still like hell bent on killing me. Killed my wyvern. That took me so freaking long. I think it was like an hour of just fire breathing. Like, there we go. Jeez. Yeah, there it is. Hours worth. Let me save. Actually, hold on. I don't want my Giga to eat it. But yeah, let me check to make sure my wyvern's okay, because it did not get pretty far. Okay. Yeah. Got some pretty nifty stuff. Some tech stuff. But hopefully you guys liked the video. I think this wyvern should have a name. His name shall be Flamboyant. Hopefully you guys liked this episode and the unexpected end for this episode. Hopefully you guys like it regardless. And as always, I'll see you all later. I got a little achievement. But yeah, I'll see you all later.